All right, let's talk about a feeling I think we all know a little too well. That sense of total bewilderment when you look at your finances. Today, we're going to break down why that happens, and then we'll look at one simple idea that can bring all that clarity and control right back into your life.
I mean, it's such a classic moment, right? You get your paycheck, you go about your life, and then you look at your account and it's like, wait, what? It's like your money just did a vanishing act. It's super frustrating, and honestly, you're not alone. It's so common. So, to really get a handle on this, let's follow a story. Let's talk about Jack. Now, Jack is basically all of us. He's got a job, he works hard, pays the bills, but, at the end of the month, he's just left scratching his head, wondering where all that money actually went. He's going to be our guide on this journey from total confusion to real clarity. Okay, so if we're going to help Jack, and let's be real, help ourselves, we have to figure out what the problem actually is. So let's dive in and really dissect this feeling of financial confusion.
It's rarely just one big mistake or some random surprise expense. Nope, it's usually a bunch of smaller, sneakier things that just pile up over time. So what's really going on here? What are these invisible forces that create this financial fog we all get stuck in?
Okay, so this breaks it down perfectly. There are three main culprits here. First up, invisible digital spending. And just think about it for a second. Every tap to pay, every buy now button, every single one of those sneaky auto-renewing subscriptions. The money just evaporates from your account and you never physically feel it leave. It's wild. Then there's vague financial goals. A goal like, I want to save more money. Well, that's not a goal, it's just a wish, right? There's no way to track it. And finally, overwhelming jargon. You know what I'm talking about. All those fancy financial words that make you feel like you need an MBA just to look at your own bank statement.
All right, so we've laid out the problems. And I know, it might sound like a lot, but here is the really good news. There's a simple way forward. And it's not about learning some crazy complex spreadsheet system or becoming a financial genius overnight. It's really just about one single powerful shift in how you think. And boom, here it is, the big idea. Pay yourself first. It's so simple, but it changes everything. The whole point is this. Instead of spending for a month and then trying to scrape together whatever's left to save, you flip the entire script. The very first thing you do when you get paid is move money into your savings. You literally treat your own future as the most important bill you have to pay. Because, well, it is. And wow, this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? Look at the left, the before picture. That's Jack's old life. Spending is all over the place, it's chaotic, and savings are just these tiny, sad little leftovers, if there are any at all. But then look at the after. Savings become this solid, planned-for chunk right at the beginning. It's intentional. Then all the other spending is just structured around what's left. It's a total game changer. You can literally see it.
Okay, that all sounds great on a chart, right? But how does this actually work in the real world? Let's check back in with Jack and see how he takes this one idea and actually puts it into action. Honestly, it all comes down to this one simple but incredibly powerful switch. The old way is totally reactive. You spend, and then cross your fingers and hope there's something left to save. But the new way? It's proactive. You save first. You guarantee you're making progress. And then, and this is the best part, you can spend the rest of your money completely guilt-free because you already know the important stuff is taken care of.
And here's the best part. Jack keeps it super simple. He just follows 3 easy steps. First, he automates it. He sets up a recurring transfer to his savings account for the day right after he gets paid. No thinking, no willpower needed. It just happens. Second, he gives that savings a real purpose. Not just savings, but a super clear, specific goal, like, I'm saving $1,000 for my emergency fund. And third, instead of doing one big, stressful review at the end of the month, he just does a quick 10-minute check-in on his spending once a week. It keeps him on track, but it's not overwhelming at all. So, we just watched Jack completely change his story by changing one simple habit. But this whole explainer isn't really about Jack, is it? It's about you. It's about what happens next in your financial story. And I think this quote just hits the nail on the head. We have this idea that a budget is about restriction, right? It's a cage. It's a long list of all the things we can't buy or do. But that's the old way of thinking. A real financial plan is about intention. It's about you deciding what's actually important in your life and then pointing your money directly at those things. It's not about restriction at all. It's about freedom. So, think about it. Jack's journey from being totally bewildered to feeling in control, it all started with one small, simple step. His story is really just beginning. And now, the question isn't about him anymore. It's about you. After hearing all this, what's that one small, intentional step you can take, maybe even today? What's going to be the first line of your new financial story?